All right, this is Matt Mowery here from YSN, here with head coach Ken Harris from West Branch. Coach Harris is coming off a 2-8 season in his first year at the helm of the Warriors. Coach, thanks for being with us here today.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yep, glad to be here.
Obviously, this is an unprecedented year upcoming. It's just been a roller coaster ride. Luckily, we're here at least at week one to play some football. Just tell us, obviously, what this experience has been like for you.
Well, you hit it right on the head there. It's been a roller coaster. It's, you think your optimism turns into pessimism on, just in a matter of seconds sometimes. I was feeling pretty good until the Big Ten pulled the plug. And then that kind of was like, oh, man, this is not looking good. But, one of the coaches just left, and he goes, it's hard to believe we got a game tomorrow. It's going to happen. So, yeah, we're excited.
Not only a game, it's a game against Salem. Salem West Branch obviously was the last game we played in the regular season a year ago. Who would have thought this would have been the week one opener? I mean, you
Right.
could have put any amount of money. No one would have believed you. We'll get to that in a second here. But what has been the biggest challenge for you and maybe your coaching staff through this whole experience?
Well, I think one of the things that's been the most challenging is finding ways to have a team atmosphere and team activities when you're kind of all quarantined at home. We had orientation. I'm a school counselor up here, and some of these kids haven't seen each other for 150 days now. So that was a bit of a challenge when we were back in the spring, and actually all the way through June. And July 6th, we got to phase 3 where we could have team activities, and there was just this weird buzz that was just kind of like, wow, these guys are really pumped up. And then it hit me. I was like, these guys haven't seen each other, some of them since March 13th.
Yeah,
we had Zoom meetings. We did all that. Nothing can replace the face-to-face contact and that you get with them. So that's been the most challenging part, is just being able to stay together as a team.
Yeah, how about from the kids' standpoint? I'm sure the biggest thing maybe is just mentally having them be focused, at the task ahead. And again, not knowing what is lying ahead. Is there going to be a season? There's not going to be a season or whatnot.
Yeah. I was real transparent with them when I found out information. I relayed it to them. I told them that, one of the worst places to probably get your information is on social media. Just try to stay off that. And as things happen, I'll let you know. It's, Coach Day down at Ohio State, one of his, key things that he's trying to help the players with is their mental attitude and their mental state. And that was a challenge, and it still is. But
now, as we do look at this season, last year you guys only had 2 wins in your first year, but you did have a lot of growth toward the end of the season. You got some good pieces coming back this year as well. Just talk about your offense to start here and what we can expect from the Warriors this season.
Yeah, I think what you're going to see is we had a pretty good July. We did our focus. We had a speed camp, and all the off-season lifting we did was to develop speed. So I think you're going to see a faster team. I think you're going to see the use of more skilled players. We're going to be balanced, but we're going to be balanced in the sense that we're going to spread the ball around type of balance, not necessarily 50 run pass. But we have a lot of skilled guys, and we're going to try to take advantage of every one of them. So to do that, you're going to have to spread the ball around in different ways. So it's not going to be as much run-oriented as we were. So,
how about defensively? What can we expect from you guys on the defensive side of the football?
Well, our top 5 tacklers are back from last year. That's real good. We're a little bit inexperienced on the defensive front, but we do have seniors that are filling those spots. So, and anymore in high school, you have to be ready to face anything from a spread team to a wing tee to double wing, so we have to be able to be multiple in our front. So, we have a defense that'll be able to adjust, but, it's going to be our strength is our inside, outside linebackers and our secondary. And we have one returner on the D line, but they're coming along. They're making good progress. So.
Well, again, open up against Salem. That was your last opponent. Then the regular season last year, Salem, of course, did go on to the playoffs to play CVCA in a loss. What is it like just playing a Salem team again, almost like a back-to-back in one way? And what do you see on film about the Quakers?
Don't see anything on film about them.
Well, that's true. I guess you're right. My bad.
All we have to go by is last year. And I would imagine with Johnson back at quarterback, I can't imagine them, abandoning everything they did offensively for, a new type of offense. They did very well last year offensively. I see them probably staying with, some of the tendencies they had last year offensively. Defensively, who knows, but, we have a fairly smart group of offensive linemen, and I think we'll be able to handle different things that they throw at us. But, yeah, it's going to be a lot different. It was our last game.
Yeah.
So, we're used to playing them on a Saturday night at the end of the year and, in front of a big crowd. And, in years past, it's been on TV and so forth. And I know it will be live streamed, but it's going to be a little different with 600 people in the crowd too. So.
Yeah, it's definitely a different time, obviously. And you look back at this rivalry, like you said, the last few years have been on Saturday night, all the way back to 2000. This game's been played in Week 10, except for back in 2003 to 2010. There's about a 7-year period there of a Week 3 matchup between these two teams. They did not play in 2000. In the lead right now, the series lead is West Branch 10, Salem 9 since 2000. So it's kind of interesting to see how over the years these two teams are actually evenly matched. Yeah. Is the build for the rivalry the same or different, you think? I mean, again, like you said, the crowd's not going to be as big, but are the kids just as much up for this, you think?
Well, yeah. I mean, we've tried to prepare them. Our focus is on from the snap to the whistle. So I've told them, I said, things are going to be different outside of that, but from the snap to the whistle, it's the way the game's always been played, and that's what we're going to focus on. So, we've tried to prepare them as best we can with, how the band's going to be and not seeing the student sections and the Quaker crazies and things like that we're used to. We've tried to prepare them for that, and just focusing on the task at hand, snap to whistle. So, yeah, it's going to be different for the kids, but I think that I think they've adapted well. They're kids for the most part are a pretty resilient bunch. So I think everybody's going to handle it pretty well.
How about your expectations for this season? Again, it's one like any other, but just expectation-wise for your team and maybe around the league as well as you look across the EBC.
Yeah, I think, first of all, as far as the league is concerned, I think that Alliance is going to have to be the preseason favorite. I mean, they're going to be the team to beat. But I think what you're going to see is a lot of the teams that were, middle to bottom is going to be they're going to be making a lot of improvements this year. I think Carrollton's going to be a much improved team, and we have some revenge is a rough word, but I can't think of anything else right now against some of the teams. So, we want to go out and try to prove that we always had to fight last year, that the kids never quit. We just couldn't seem to get over the hump. We would find ourselves down by 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, and having to claw our way back in. And this year we want to sort of, just be more competitive from the beginning to the end. Not have those roller coasters up and down, but more even play. And I think we're going to surprise some people. I mean, we got a lot of skilled guys back offensively and defensively. So I think we're going to be. I have a feeling we're going to be a team to reckon with in the league. So, the goal for us is going to be to win the league, beat our rival, which is Salem, and then I think everybody's going to make the playoffs, but obviously win a few playoff games this year. So.
Well, all bets are off come Friday, that's for sure. And like you said, hopefully those people who can come to the game, lucky enough to be in person, will enjoy it. And if not, they can watch it on ysnlive.com and watch it from home, wherever they can watch it. So, yep. So, Coach, I appreciate it. Best of luck this season, and thanks for doing it again.
Okay, you're welcome, Matt. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Best of luck.
Yep, thank you.